Do I regret that decision? Yes, not because of the money, because I used to tell my dad when I was in the position of executor of the estate and the whole thing, I said, Dad, like, I wanted to talk to him about it first. I wanted to be like, what do I do? Like, when something happens, what do I do? Who do I talk to? What do you want me to do? And he never wanted to talk about it, which I think like any parent needs to talk to their kids about what happens. And he had everything laid out, but he didn't tell anybody what was laid out. And I think a lot of people are caught off guard, that I'm finding out now. But when I was executor of the estate, I told my dad, I said, I'll make sure, Nick's taken care of. Like anything that's left, like we'll go 50-50. I'll make sure, your legacy is kept intact. Like I'll do a beautiful movie on you. If the opportunity presents itself, I'll make sure your legacy is like nothing will get sold off. Nothing's going on eBay. Like I'm going to lock everything up in a safety deposit box or in a safe. And if anything ever ended up anywhere, it would be in a Hall of Fame behind a glass case, in a Hard Rock hotel. Like that was my
Yeah.
plan, was to preserve his legacy and make him like a Marilyn Monroe or an Elvis Presley, and just have people remember all the good things that he did and all the great things, and protect him in every way, shape, and form. Taking myself off of that will now, it's like, it's not the money part, because I've never been about the money, but it's more about just like,
Not
ooh,
having a seat at
I
the
just,
table for decisions being made.
right, like I can't get autopsy results. And I can't, and it's funny because now people are treating me like I emancipated myself. And I'm like, just because me and him didn't agree on things and we didn't talk for a little bit, like, doesn't matter if you don't talk for 2 years or if you don't talk for 2 days. Like, families have their ins and outs. It doesn't mean I'm not his daughter. It doesn't mean I'm not just as important as Nick when it comes to his children. Yet I am treated like I'm an outsider.
Stop playing with me. You mean to tell me it's not about the money, but you upset you didn't get left anything? Come on now. Let's talk about it. So I was scrolling and I came across this Brooke Hogan situation. She's out here saying she's hurt that she wasn't included in Hulk Hogan's estate, but then turns around and says it's not about the money. Bruh, yes, it is. Now, it might not be only about the money, but don't sit here and act like that didn't crack something in you. Because money ain't just money. Money is validation. Money is, did I matter enough to be remembered? Money is, was I important to you or not? So when you say it's not about the money, what you're really saying is, I feel like I didn't count. I hear that, I do. But here's where I'm about to push back hard. Adult children need to hear this, and I mean hear it. Your parents' money is not your reward system. It's not your paycheck. It's not your paycheck for being born. It is not something you earned just by existing. That estate, that's their life, their sacrifice, their work, their call. And let me keep it all the way real with y'all. If it truly wasn't about the money, we wouldn't be having this conversation publicly. You wouldn't be giving interviews. You wouldn't be explaining yourself. You wouldn't need to tell the world it's not about the money. Because people who are genuinely at peace, they do not go public with it. They say, whatever my parents decide, I respect it, and they move on. But that's not what happened, because it hit something. And that something, that's worth examining. Now, parents, I want y'all to lean in, because this is what I need you to understand. What Brooke Hogan is doing publicly, some of your adult children are doing privately. They may never say it out loud, but they believe it. I should get something. I'm the child. I deserve it. Regardless of how I treated you, that money should come to me. Even when there's been no relationship. Even when there's been disrespect. Even when they walked away. And that right there is the conversations parents are terrified to have. Because the moment you decide to handle your legacy your way, suddenly you're the villain. Suddenly you're the bad parent. Suddenly it becomes a whole public moment. No. Love does not equal access. And it damn sure does not equal entitlement to what you build. You can love your child with everything you have and still decide how your legacy is distributed. That is your right, point blank, period. So let me leave you with this. If the only time you feel some type of way about your parent is when there's something to gain, that's not love. That's a transaction. And real talk, your parents deserve better than that. I want to hear from you right now. Be honest with me. Do you think children are entitled to the parents' estate no matter what? Or do parents have the right to do whatever they want with what they built? You guys comment entitled or let me know, hey, it's their money, they can do whatever they want to. You guys leave me a comment.